So I just got back from yoga, and so I dropped Simeon off at my sister's house so she could watch him while me and my roommate went to yoga. And so we did that, and then we went to Whole Foods to get breakfast, and we went back to my sister's house to pick up Simeon. So now he's sleeping in his room, and I have my makeup on from yesterday. So I'm going to wash this off, reapply my face, and then we're going to my other sister's house for a Mexican fiesta for her husband's grandpa. So yeah, I will take you along with me. And on another note, if you like to do yoga but your feet slip all the time on your mat, I totally recommend these socks that my other sister, I know I have a lot, just don't even try and keep track. Anyways, she got me for my birthday a couple years ago, and I'll show you. They're from Amazon and they're awesome. So these are them, and they have like little stickies on the bottom, and so I think they're super cute and they're super awesome, and they totally help me when I do yoga. Cheers.
Hang on. No, look that.
Holy is this tequila?
Oh god. Okay, but
This is literally my.
I can do it. I just haven't done it.
I grew up on this.
It's rusty.
When I was a kid, we didn't use
When I was kids in high school,
Alright, everybody eye contact.
it's like the older I got, the more I'm like,
Make it weird.
Okay,
you make it.
Make it weird. Eye contact.
ready?
Go.
One thing of chips and cheese and a medium Baja Blast in 1 moment.
2 cheesy roll-ups, a bean burrito with no onions and no red sauce with sour cream. I do.
I love
Wait,
Post
can we-
Malone. And that's everything.
Vlogging me, aren't
I am. Say hello to
Is this your
YouTube.
new thing?
Yeah, everything.
What do you mean my new thing?
Thank you.
Turn it up.
Yeah, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. That needs to go straight out there.
We handle that.
Oh.
Where'd it go?
You guys will see me in a second. I'm driving, of course, duh. Just got done in Safeway, and I know my face literally looks horrendous because this makeup is from yesterday. Please do as I say, not as I do. It's very, very bad to wear your makeup, but I'm struggling with that now that I'm a mom. It's like when I hit the pillow, I'm exhausted. Anyways, I thought I'd tell you guys just a little story that happened yesterday. So, I went to the bank yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. And I worked at a bank for 5 years. And so, you know, I should have known that that was just not a good idea. But I needed a new card because my chip wasn't working. And so I went. So first of all, this lady was so rude to me. I couldn't even believe it. So I go up to the teller, and I'm like, hey, I need a new card. My chip's not working. Look at that lighting. That's interesting. Anyway, and he's like, you know, kind of playing the whole, oh, really? Are you sure it's not working? You know? And I'm like, yes, I'm positive. Every time I go to the store, I have to put it in 3 times, and then finally it will let me swipe. But my chip is not working. And when's the last time you tried it? I'm like, an hour ago at Whole Foods. He's like, okay. And like, I know this game. I've played it before. I was a teller. And so anyway, so he calls his back office, and they're like, oh, I don't see, her card should be working fine. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to try and waive this $5 charge for you, because there's a $5 charge for you to get a new card. I'm going to try and waive that for you, and only our loan officers can print out cards, so you'll have to wait in the lobby for a loan officer to come help you. I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting in the lobby, and this girl, young girl, probably like 18, comes up to the front desk after she had visited with the teller, and she needed a new card just like I did. And she goes up to the front desks and she says, the teller said, and I quote, please have a seat in the lobby and a loan officer will be right with you. And I just don't know what that means. Like, I just couldn't believe my freaking ears. I'm like, you don't know what that means? I try not to judge people, and I know that I'm technically a millennial, but I'm like, what? You don't know what that means? It means, and the front desk guy is just staring at her like, well, it means please have a seat in the lobby, and a loan officer will be right with you and get you a new card. She's like, oh, okay. And then she goes and sits in the lobby. I'm like, ooh. Anyways, so I'm waiting to get my card, and the loan officer calls me up, and she's like, okay, well, we'll get you a new card. It's going to be a $5 fee. We're going to take it directly out of your checking account. And I'm like, you know, I don't think I should have to pay this $5 fee when my card was in amazing condition, because I keep it on the back of my phone in one of those sleeves. And I didn't do anything. My chip just stopped working. And she's like, you know, it's just a $5 fee, and, you know, we're not sure if your card really wasn't working or if it was the system of the store. And I'm like, listen, Linda, I didn't say that, but I was like, I was a teller for 5 years, so I totally understand the whole, you know, I know customers who will try their card one time at one store and the store system was, you know, glitching, and they'll be like, oh my god, my card doesn't work, I need a new card. And cards are expensive to make, they just really are. So I understand that, I get that. But I have tried it at 10 different places, and I listed them off from my account. I'm like, Chick-fil-A, Winco, Safeway, Whole Foods, and I was just going, you know, and I was like, these are all the places it did not work. So, you know, and David and I really try to make sure that we account for every dollar, and every dollar has a purpose. And so I'm like, you know, I was trying not to be mean, but in my head I'm thinking, either you reverse the fee for me now, or David will call you later. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And she just kind of acted like she didn't believe me. Like, I was one of those customers that freaks out when their card doesn't work one time. And even after I had listed off all these different places. So she's like, well, I'll call the back office to see if we see any denials, but if not, then we're just going to have to charge you the $5 fee. And I'm like, whoo! I was getting heated. I'm like, Lord, do not give me strength, because if you do, I am gonna, woo! Anyways. So she calls the back office, and they're like, yeah, it's been denied like 10 times now. And so she's like, I guess I can waive that $5 fee for you. And I'm like, oh. Anyway. So that was my story. I just thought that I'd share it with you. I couldn't believe that millennial. I couldn't believe I was that customer either that was complaining about a $5 fee. But now I kind of understand where the customers are coming from, where they're just like, my card randomly stopped working. It was none of my fault. Like, the people whose card is destroyed, you're like, okay, this was your fault. $5 fee for you, you know? But if your card is in fine condition, oh, I'm in the dark, then it wasn't your fault. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside now. I I just went to the store. It's like in the morning on Sunday because we're out of everything that we needed for breakfast. Yeah. And I'm like, great. My makeup is from yesterday. I'm looking a hot mess. I'm just like praying to the Lord above that I don't see anyone from high school, because that always happens. You could look damn cute and you go to the store and you see no one, and then you look like this. Uh-oh. I'm close. You wanna know how close I was to losing my patience with that teller? That close. That close! Hey, boo boo.
What was that?
You hold up the light of the world.
Oh, no, no. Oh, you're so slimy. Ew, you're so slimy.
This is what we've been trying to break here in the church. This terrible doctrine of only thinking black and white.
Ow, oh, there
is no darkness.
oh, yeah, oh.
I can't actually access it. In reality.
Your love becomes my greatest defense and leads me from the dry wilderness. All I did was pray.
See if Tim can take another stab.
You were crawling.
I think he gets too excited and he just takes the easy way out.
It's funny to make him chase it though.